I booked one seat on the flight. My wife assumed we were sharing. So my wife Emily has this thing where she plans out loud and then acts like the planning counts as a decision we both made. She's done it our whole marriage. We're doing Thanksgiving at my sister's, we're getting the gray couch, we're naming the dog Rusty. I stopped fighting most of it years ago because honestly it wasn't worth it. The flight was different. Back in the spring, she started talking about her college roommate's wedding in Denver. Big deal to her, 3-day thing, and she kept saying when we fly out and our flight like it was already booked. It wasn't. I know because I'm the one who books everything. She hates dealing with the sites, so it always lands on me. Here's the part I didn't say out loud. 2 weeks before that, Emily had gone through my phone while I was in the shower and found nothing, because there was nothing, and instead of apologizing, she told her whole family I'd been acting shady. Her mom called me. Her brother sent me a paragraph. Nobody once asked me anything. I just took it. So when she said book our flights, I sat down at the laptop and I booked one seat. Mine. Aisle. 6 a.m. out of Newark. I didn't say anything. I just let the we keep floating around the house for 3 more weeks. The morning of, I had my bag by the door at 3:30. Emily came down in her robe, saw the bag, and goes, "Why aren't you dressed? We have to leave in 20 minutes. I said, "I'm dressed. Your flight's not this one." She kind of laughed. "What are you talking about? I booked one seat. You said book our flight, but you never actually asked me. You just decided." So I decided too. The laugh dropped off her face. "You're joking. Holly's wedding is today." "I know. I'm going. You can still get a seat. They had a bunch open when I looked last night. Probably went up a little, but they're there. You want me to buy my own last-minute ticket the morning of. I want you to book your own flight the way you make everybody else book everything." Yeah. She stood there in the kitchen light with her arms crossed, and I could see her running the math, the same math I run every time she volunteers me for something. This is insane. This is so petty I can't even over what. Because I looked at your phone, because you looked at my phone, told your family I was a cheater, and never took it back. And then a week later, you assumed I'd sit next to you on a plane for 4 hours like none of that happened. So this is punishment. This is you handling your own arrangements for once. She called her sister right there. Put it on speaker, probably hoping I'd cave hearing another voice. Her sister goes, "Wait, he booked one ticket? That's genuinely unhinged." I picked up my bag and said, "The 6 a.m.'s about to close for check-in. I gotta go," and I left. I heard the door slam behind me, but I was already backing out. I flew out, landed in Denver, got the rental, checked into the block of rooms Holly's people had set aside. Emily texted the whole flight, which I only saw when I landed. First few were furious. Then they shifted. "Middle seat, thanks." Then, an hour later, "You couldn't have just told me instead of ambushing me." Then nothing. She got in that afternoon, came to the room, dropped her bag, and didn't look at me for a while. Finally, she sat on the edge of the bed and said, "You embarrassed me." Holly asked why we weren't on the same flight. "What'd you tell her?" I told her you had a work thing. "So you lied to protect me from a thing you did." She flinched at that. Then she said the thing I think she actually came in to say. "You went through all that just to make a point. You went through my phone, told 6 people I was cheating, and never once said sorry. I made one point. You've been making yours for 2 weeks." She was quiet. Then quieter, "I'm sorry I went through your phone. And the family. I'll tell them I was wrong. The wedding was nice. We danced at the reception and it was almost normal. But the next morning she was scrolling her phone at the little hotel desk and I saw her open the airline app." "What are you doing?" I said. She didn't look up. "Booking the flight home. My flight. And yours. Separately." She turned the screen toward me so I could see both confirmations, side by side, in her name, paying for hers and mine paying for mine. "You want them next to each other or not?" she said. "Next to each other's fine." She booked them next to each other. She still hasn't called her family back.